Hello everyone, we're going to get a little bit more advanced with OpenBOR today and play a few games that are a little bit trickier to run. I mean, whether or not you're on the mini classics or other platforms, or even PC. But we're going to go into the work in progress as far as what I'm going to be doing for the next update, as well as the last update. Here's 6.2320, my last update. And I have a work in progress OpenBOR folder. In some specific games that I'd like to be able to run, we have Mortal Kombat Chosen One, Jennifer, G.I. Joe, Streets of Rage Russia, and we're going to start with G.I. Joe first. There are a few different versions of it. Three of them are actually in my mod hub right now, and one's the final version which was ever released. And you can see a distinctive difference in the sizes here. 27 megabytes, 51 megabytes, 59 megabytes, and 75 megabytes here. This is while they're compressed. But many of you might have only played the demos because you don't know how to get the other versions running. So I have this extracted right here, and we're going to do something very, very cool right now. There's going to be a little bit of a script program here. I'm going to actually extract this to BOR pack right here. And this will go in the update. I'll actually take this right into the update right now. Copy, and this will be for my very next update. Tools, and I'll put it right in the tools folder. It'll just be called BOR pack. And the way you use it is very, very simple. It uses a nice, nifty script. And watch what happens here. When I go to the OpenBOR folder, I'm going to take that exact same thing, the BOR pack here. And I'm going to take all these files and copy them, once they're extracted, right into the game directory, or I could do it vice versa, just like some of the other things where we convert e-boots and such. But we're going in here, G.I. Joe, and we're going to go to the newest of the new version here. And the best thing to do is if you're playing the newest version and it doesn't run, go backwards. So you'd want to try out like probably the biggest one, and then the one right after that, and then the one right after that, and then the one right after that. And generally you can try different versions and have a chance of one of them working. And this is kind of because the scripting changes between OpenBOR versions, and sometimes you actually have to use an older OpenBOR version to run a specific game. Like Jennifer will not run on our current OpenBOR on the mini classics. It needs kind of rescripting. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment here. But we're copying all these files over here, right here. And there's a data folder. This is where all the actual game files are. And like I said, say there's an instance like with the Avengers United Battle Force, there's actually an invincibility clause, kind of like a health regeneration, and Illusionist and myself were able to debug that and troubleshoot that it was related to that, and we changed a little bit of the script. Well, he did. And basically, say for instance, we load the game and it crashes at like 14%. We'd actually look at some debug logs and see what causes it, and we might go into the models here. And it might be related to like this error right here, like data, characters, miscellaneous flash, XPLOS text. So that could be exactly where it crashes when it loads in a debug log. So that would be our indication of where we need to start with. And we find out what it is and whether or not amend it or just outright delete it. I mean, sometimes you have to delete it. And say you have a character like Wolverine in Avengers United Battle Force who has regenerative health. And there's like a little bit of a color moniker on him as he's regenerating. We might have to remove the ability for that color to flash on him to keep the game from crashing. I mean, it's just what it is with some of the finicky trickiness of OpenBOR in general. But in any case, this is the entirety of the game. And while it's extracted, we could actually amend the game. I mean, we could change some of the sprites, and right here we could actually change sprites and change some of these things out. Like I could make this go arrow be something else within the context of the game. And you can see this. It's kind of like when we do mesh and stuff. These are all the sprites and all that. But you can change some of them out if you're more advanced and such. But in any case, what we do want to do is actually take this data and compress it into an entire game that we can run on our mini classics. So I'm actually going to go to this thing right here called Make Pack Bat. And I'm going to click that. And then it's actually going to take the data files and convert them into one singular pack file, which I could use on the mini classics. And again, if this one does not work on the mini classics, then I'll go back to the next version. And I tried out the demos and it worked fine, and the final version before this final version, and it worked fine. But right now it's taking all these data files and taking them into one singular archive. And I'll put the final version of this on my Google Drive so you guys can grab it as is. We're going to go right there where I did it because I've already done this. So I'm going to go to update right here. And this is the final version of it right here. I'm actually going to go to my Google Drive right now. And I'm going to drag that right over to this and to extras. So you can simply download it as you're watching the video. And I'll even add that BOR pack thing to tools right now before I even do the update. So I'll do that into tools. Update. And we'll make sure we do both of these right in a row. We'll do BOR pack. There we go. That'll upload to my drive right there. So you can get that in totals on my Google Drive right now. And then we're going to go to Games, Extras, Games. Then we're going to go to OpenBOR. And some of the newer games that I personally do, I'll put right in this main directory outside the Holy Grail. But we're going to go to here. And by the way, I did enjoy both of the G.I. Joe live-action movies. I mean, one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, one with Dwayne Johnson. They were both entertaining movies for what they were. Okay, and we're going to go to this right here, the G.I. Joe Attack on Cobra Island pack. The one that I basically did using the board pack. And this is the final version. We'll let that upload as well. So you'll be able to go to the Google Drive and grab that right from there once it's uploaded, but that's fine, and we're going to have that uploaded probably by the time the video's done. We're going to go to the folder which I'm trying to do the thing in right now. And we should have a pack there very, very soon, if it's not done already. Okay. I went to the wrong version. We want to go to this version, okay? There we go. We should have the pack right in this folder here, right here. And we're just going to cut that for now and take it right out of there. Put it right here, and we can just rename it. G.I. Joe Attack on Cobra Island. And we'll just take this exact pack right here, and we're going to copy it to my flash drive, because we've already installed OpenBOR. So we're going to RetroArch, Apps, OpenBOR, Packs, and we're going to add that right there. And there's another game that I'm kind of curious about. I'm not sure if it's going to run or not, but I'm going to test it right now. Okay, I just stopped the video for a few moments there. I had an important phone call. I do IT tech work as well and help people out. It's always business and priority before pleasure and gaming with the friends, loved ones, and you folks who are all watching my videos. But we have G.I. Joe Attack on Cobra Island copied over. We'll test it out in a few minutes, but we're going to do a little bit of a overview of some of the other 3 games that do not currently work on Mini Classics, but I'm going to try to contact each of the 3 developers respectively and see if we can get these fixed up like we did with Avengers United Battle Force as far as re-scripting these and finding out exactly where the games are crashing. But we have Jennifer, Mortal Kombat Chosen One, and Streets of Rage Russia. But we're going to do Jennifer and do a little bit of a demonstration on PC, because yes, you can run it on PC. And I'll put this game on my mod hub as well. Should we say the Google Drive, not the mod hub, the Google Drive. But it'll be a Google Drive Extras Games. Same place I put the G.I. Joe game. And if you want to run this on PC for now, you can until we get it fixed up script-wise. But as far as horror anthology series, I'm a big fan of stuff going all the way back to like Twilight Zone, Boris Karloff's Thriller, even like 1970s Night Gallery, 80s. We have like stuff like Monsters, and of course Tales from the Dark Side. Then we have in the late 80s to early 90s, we had Amazing Stories, and I'd love to see them bring back Amazing Stories. Great show. This game contains scenes of explicit violence, gore, sadism, and madness, psychological, also full nudity. So, warning in advance, this game's pretty violent. Then, of course, we had like the great Canadian show Hitchhiker, which is parallels the original Alfred Hitchcock Presents in its psychological mastery. It's such a great show, both of them. Then, of course, we have Tales from the Crypt, which is the best out of all of them, along with Black Mirror. But in the early 2000s, I'm a big fan of a series called Masters of Horror, which had 2 incredible seasons. Each episode was done by a notable director. I mean, Japanese directors, as well as American and other country directors. But we had like John Landis did an episode called Deer Woman, which is based on an urban legend, and it starred Brian Bedman, about a very attractive woman who was half deer, half woman, who basically seduced men and then killed them. It's a very interesting episode, very comical. Then we had an episode done by Joe Dante, who worked on Gremlins, and it was about zombies, and that was a great episode as well. I mean, zombies are very a dime a dozen nowadays, but back then, zombies were not really a big thing. It didn't take until stuff more currently like Walking Dead before zombies became a thing again. But that Homecoming episode was very cool. And the Deer Hunter, not the Deer Hunter, I'm getting mixed up here because I've been playing Akari for MSX more recently, which reminds me of Deer Hunter because it has like characters like William Dafoe and Robert De Niro on the cover. But in any case, we're talking about the Deer Woman episode of Masters of Horror. And continue here. Oh, look at this crazy stuff here. They should do like a Ring style game. I mean, Ringu style game. Look at his background there. It's almost like Slenderman style stuff going on there. I still need to watch Slenderman, even though it's incomprehensible from what I'm reading from reviews, because they severely edited that movie because of a real-life crime involving 2 schoolgirls who really believed in the Slenderman. Well, let's check this out here. And I'm jumping around quite a bit like I always do, changing the subject and such. But again, this episode of Masters of Horror reminds me of this game right here called Jennifer. Because there's basically a guy, I don't want to spoil it too much, but a guy comes across a woman being beaten up, and he intervenes and saves her, takes her home, and then he finds out that there's more to her than meets the eye. Kind of like, probably the reason why the guy decided to dispose of her to begin with, but it is a pretty psychotic episode, very, very interesting. I need to see who directed that episode, but again, John Landis, who did the Dear Woman episode, also worked on stuff like Animal House. Look at this. This is crazy here. This reminds me of the little mouse game where you go through a maze, pass the controller off to somebody, and they get surprised. Kind of like that car commercial, which was kind of a parody of that type of thing, where it shows a car driving in the countryside, and then all of a sudden a monster jumps out of the screen. Kind of like the original horror movies, Exorcist and such. We're doing the little movesets here. ASDF, all that. I need to get a controller connected here. But in any case, John Landis also did like Blues Brothers 2000, and I'm kind of wondering if he's going to be doing like the reboot of course, like should we say Coming to America, which is coming out later this year, or it could be his son Max Landis, who's also done some great stuff. And unfortunately, there's one instance where John Landis was involved with the movie Twilight Zone, and there's a horrific accident which killed 3 people and injured a half dozen others, and it shook the entire industry to its feet. And the movie is Twilight Zone. There's a helicopter accident, and I would not at all recommend looking up the footage of it, but the footage is in the Faces of Death movie, in fact. It shows the entire accident occurring, and again, it shook the entire industry to its feet, and it caused ripples and shockwaves for decades afterwards. But we're checking out Jennifer here. We got a knife we could use too here. Let's try using the knife. Oh, this is awesome. I need to go back to, if the enemies are down to like 15% or less, you can do like fatality type moves on them like I just did there. Great stuff there. But again, Masters of Horror Season 1, 2, highly recommend them. And there's a Season 3 which went on to a different network, which was called Fear Itself. Not nearly as good, but again, great job on this game. We're going to exit right now. And check out the other games real fast, but I'm going to be playing more Jennifer. And again, it is so sad that they had the incident happen within the Twilight Zone movie with Vic Morrow. Vic Morrow was such a fantastic actor. And the 2 children that were killed, they were 6 and 7 years old. They should have never been hired to begin with, but they were basically killed in the accident as well. Again, the entire industry got shaken to its feet, and things were changed to make sure that these type of accidents were few and far between. And up to date, we've had very few accidents from that point on. But in more recent years, we had a few accidents like with Resident Evil movies, and of course the Deadpool movies, and so on. And it's just unfortunate these type of accidents even happen. And even one of my friends who did stunt doubling for Jason Statham, and the Craig 1 and 2 movies, he had an accident, but it was in real life where somebody hit him, and basically they broke his neck. He was supposed to be a stunt double for Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3, but that did not transpire because of the accident that happened, which broke his neck, unfortunately. But it is what it is, and I just wish him all the best of luck in life, Michael Nicely. And hopefully he gets back to doing stunt work sometime in life. I mean, we got more Jason Statham movies to do, and he is a great stunt double for Jason Statham. Or whether or not like he does a stunt double for like even a Venom or Spider-Man movie in the future. This game here is kind of interesting because like the Donkey Kong hack where the Paulina's rescue in Mario, the guy who made this game actually did this game. Dante Devil did a great job on this game. He made the game with inspiration from his daughter, his 10-year-old daughter at the time, and you can see her in the little segments there. Great job here, but we're starting the game. Mortal Kombat The Chosen One, Dante Devil 2019. And I'm going to try to contact him. He's already contacted me when he saw my open board videos. But I'm going to see about getting this run on the mini classes because this would be such a fun game to play. And I always like pick Katana as a character. I love playing as Katana. I mean, I could decimate people in Mortal Kombat 2 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 with Katana. But we're going to get past a few of these here. And get to the part where the daughter comes into play right here. She's in her room. Hello, princess. Happy birthday. Thanks, Dad. You left early today when I woke up and you were gone. And it goes on and does look. It's kind of cool how they did almost like the same type of thing they did with motion capture for games back in the day, like even like Pit Fighter and such. He did this here, taking pictures around the household. It's very, very cool. And that gets intertwined into the whole Mortal Kombat philosophy and stuff here. And again, KMFDM even did a song in Mortal Kombat the movie. And that's around the time when I really got into them, from watching movies like Hideaway, Hellraiser 3, Mortal Kombat, and so on. But right here, the daughter's in here. That was a great final. I remember how Dad cried when I win. What was that? And it's kind of cool how he captured his daughter here. This is cool. She's going to always have this game as a cool memory. And she can even play the game. I'm sure she plays it, but look at this. We have these ninjas coming in here. Good night, miss. I'm afraid you'll have to come with us. We can take you kindly, or we can get rough. Let's see if they are tough enough. Remember that Tough Turf movie and like The Last Dragon? It kind of reminds me of the dialogue from those type of movies. I mean, the guy who created this clearly watched a lot of the martial arts movies from the 80s, 90s, and had inspiration from Mortal Kombat as well, and mixed these all together. Very, very cool stuff indeed. But she's just doing a little martial arts stuff here. And it's kind of cool because it has a little bit of a gymnastic appeal here. Kind of like the Gymkhana movie from the 80s, which was a fun movie as well. Love all these movies that had different gimmicks, like Gymkhana, and of course, like Gotcha the movie, which is, by the way, another fun NES game to play. I love playing with the controller and the light gun at the same time. Oh no, I give up! What happens here? Well, they're going to come in and rescue everything here. Awesome, awesome stuff here. We're going to do the game for a brief moment here, but again, I'll do other videos where I do more of the gameplay, because I'd like to be able to have this run on mini classics along with Jennifer and Streets of Rage Russia. Carolina, how do you feel? Raiden? Okay. Well, let's get into the game here. Very, very cool job indeed. I love all these Mortal Kombat things. Again, I'm not too good with the moveset here, but I'll get used to it when I play a little bit more. But you can see he did a tremendous job here. Any game where you can do a double tap and run is awesome in my book. I love being able to double tap and do attacks. You can do fatalities and stuff in the game as well. Again, once I practice the game a little bit more, I'll do a little bit of a better demonstration, but the main thing is just showing you the general synopsis for the game and such. And we got Streets of Rage Russia, which we need to try out for a moment as well. But tremendous job on this game, and I'm definitely going to be doing another video, probably sometime this week, show more of Jennifer in this once I practice a little bit more. But great, great job, Dante Devil. I'm going to look forward to contacting you about this. And he also did a Spanish version for those of you who speak Spanish, and I'm pretty sure that he speaks Spanish as his native language. I have a je ne sais quoi about that from seeing some of the dialogue translations. But it'd be cool to be able to play both the Spanish and, of course, the U.S. version with the English, because I actually know French, and French and Spanish are very, very similar languages, so I understand Spanish because I know French as well. But we're going to go into back here, and we're going to do Streets of Rage Russia. And we're going to load that game right here. Check that out for a moment here. And Streets of Rage Russia is a very, very interesting game. Very, very violent, like Jennifer and such, as the game progresses. It just takes Streets of Rage to the next level. And then after we do this little test here, we're going to go into Cheston G.I. Joe. And then I might go back and watch some more Masters of Horror, but right now I've been watching Orbit because I got thoroughly disappointed watching Picard on CBS, and I went back to the original Star Trek Next Generation with John Delancey, watching him play his amazing role in the first two-part episode called Encounter Farpoint. He did such a great job in that show. I love all his appearances. And then, of course, there's another trickster-style character in Supernatural. I love all his half-dozen episodes. But we're trying to Streets of Rage Russia real quick. And I've been following this development over the years. There's so many cool characters in the game you can pick as. And we're going to play as the female right here. Try this for a moment here. Try it out. And again, I need to get Streets of Rage 4. I picked up a few other games because right now on PS4, they had Messenger, the Ninja Gaiden style, Metroidvania style game on sale for only $10 US. Then they had the Konami collections like Castlevania, Contra, and Arcade Collection on sale for $5 each. So of course I had to pick those up. Loving the way, oh, what's that on the ground? Poop. This game is pretty crazy. If you actually see some of this game or played it before, it gets pretty insane as the game progresses. I'm never going to be playing all these more. I mean, I love all the hundreds upon hundreds of open-world games, and I can only imagine how much work, blood, sweat, and tears went into all these games. Great, great 70s band as well. But Streets of Rage Russia is giving me another game I'm going to practice a little bit more and get used to some of the crazy stuff in there and highlight some stuff when I do future videos. Love the music in this. Great job on the music. Some very interesting enemies to fight here. But yes, they did a great job in here. Love that guitar work. Kind of reminds me of going to like one of my old Sepultura, Napalm Death, Nail Bomb concerts. Love my metal concerts. They were tremendously awesome in the 90s. But we're actually going to boot up the Mini Classic right now. And we have the lovely splash boot up screen for PlayStation Classic. I love all these throughout the years, like Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast. I mean, they're all incredibly cool. And once you have OpenBOR installed, which you can watch my tutorial for installing on the PlayStation Classic. It'll work with Auto Bleem, Extreme Injector, as well as Retro Boot. You can push start once it's installed, based on my tutorial, push select twice, and then you can see all the games that I previously installed, such as Damage Berry, Amiga Emulator, Wolfenstein 3D, VVV, OpenTarian, SQRXZ4 by Retro Guru, Shadow Warrior, Prince of Persia. We even have Marathon made by Bungie, who worked on, of course, the later Halo series. And then we have OpenBOR, who I collaboratively got up and running with Screamer and Genderbent. And we're going to try G.I. Joe out, the most current final version. I'd highly recommend trying out the earlier versions, too, to see how far these games have progressed, blood, sweat, and tears-wise, throughout the years. I mean, they put so much tremendous effort into these games. But try out the earlier versions of Rescue Palooza as well as the current version. G.I. Joe attacking Cobra Island, earlier and newer versions, Masters of the Universe, He-Man, etc. Lord's Gift Games for the Win here did a tremendous job on this. And some of you might not even realize that many of those cartoon series you watch, like Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Transformers, even Voltron, some of these cartoons wouldn't even have existed if not for the fact that they needed to be made to sell toys. So let's check this out for a moment here, and we're going to play as the Ninja Style character here. And did a tremendous job. I can see so many differences between the beta and demo versions, comparatively speaking to this version. Stay guys for the win here. Always love my Ninja Style characters. And I'm going to do a little bit of a loose play here, where I try to do a little bit of exploitation of the AI, because generally when you're playing some brawlers, some of them you can exploit the AI because they generally will not attack you unless they're on the same playing field as you. So if they have a gun, they probably won't shoot at you unless they're actually on the same line of level as you. Like right here, I'm on the same line of level, but friendly fire is not hurting me because there's no friendly fire in this game, which is good. Unlike games like Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3, and of course Battletoads, where you can literally decimate your enemies. And even in like games like Contra, where you can stay to the left of the screen while your friends try to move right, and that's like friendly negative fire because you're basically pulling them off the ledge. But in any case, we don't have to worry about being stuck here, like in a tutorial mission, like with games like Driver 2, where probably 50 to 60% of people never even made it past the tutorial mission into the main game here. But look, I'm on the same playing field as these enemies so they can attack me. I'm going to run away from them. Then I'm going to run towards them and do my sword slash. They don't have projectile weapons that I see yet, but if they do, I want to make sure I'm not on the same playing field as them. There we go. Just stay away from them. There we go. There's a projectile weapon. But there's a little bit of recovery time there, because like in some games, like a shotgun, you have that little recovery time, like 0.97 seconds, where you have to wait till you can shoot it again. And you can use that to your advantage when you're taking out enemies. And I'm going to link to my Adventures in My Ability AI exploit video, where I just rip apart the AI, rip them a new one. But again, watch for the enemies, and don't be on the same playing level as them if you can help it, because then they can't attack you if you aren't. So if they have projectile weapons, particularly guns like that, I don't want to be on the same level with them. I want to kind of trick them into attacking me first, and then be on the same level with them. Like that. Be on the same level. See the guys behind me, so we got that little cheap attack. But if they're on the same side, like right there, I can get away with them a little bit easier. And again, you'll see my Adventures in My Ability one, where I really ripped that one. Of course, I can call my wolf to help out with the action here, too. Let's call my wolf to take out the gun antagonist here. Take him out! The wolf will help me out, just like in Torchlight 2, where I had the wolf help out with the enemies. This is awesome. I love the fast-paced combat here. And we got Mission Impossible style antagonists coming down from the sky right there. And I also got a kick out of like Henry Cavill doing a villain in the latest Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise. That was such a fun thing. He did a tremendous job in The Witcher, the Netflix series as well. I'm looking forward to like season 2. There we go, we got another antagonist. Oh, look at it juggling. That's like juggling, like in Battletoads, where you get the free lives in the stage 2 when you do the juggle. You can tap up and down to jump out of the enemy fire range, too. No! Oh, yeah. See, I don't want to be on the same plane as them, because then they can hit me. Like that, jump out of the way! But they're right on us. Kind of like taking on the two giants in the second stage of Golden, where you gotta kind of make sure you're not on the same plane as them. There we go. He's not on the same plane as me, but he has a little bit of a spread fire there. Oh, look at that awesome explosion. That was awesome. What do we have here? Oh, this is cool. Kind of like Metal Gear Solid 5 where you have your home base. And you can literally beat the game, then play 50 plus hours on your home base, just leveling up kind of like Tower Defense style. Then we got the plane from Streets of Rage 2 there, or UN Squadron. The Harrier from other games. What do we have next here? Oh yeah. I have a feeling we're going to be doing like a shmup style stage. Oh yeah. It's like UN Squadron and of course like games like James Bond Jr. here. See if we can get to the stage in good working order here. But great job. I love these games that have like shmup stages in them. Unexpectedly at times. Like even Cool Spot, that cool isometric game, has shmup stages in it. Let's try to get to the stage as fast as possible here. Use the Turbo Fire mode activate. Yes, you can actually hold down the button and do Turbo Fire. Can we submerge? Yes, we can submerge, but am I going to lose life by submerging myself? Oh yeah. I want to go back and watch some of these G.I. Joe cartoons. Specifically the ones that have like crossovers between G.I. Joes and Transformers. There's one where they actually turn the Transformers into human beings. That's pretty cool stuff. Oh yeah. Not bad. I mean, this is so fun. We're going to do one more of the next stage and see what it's like here. But yes, this reminds me quite a bit of playing like UN Squadron, and of course games like James Bond Jr. with the shmup stages. Even like the Bonk shmup game. Oh yeah, we should be flying to the stage here. And again, I'm a veteran to shmup games, so I'm hoping I can get to this in pretty good working order here. Very cool. I'd love to see a game like this show up like on PlayStation Class. I mean the real PlayStation 4, Switch, or Xbox One. I mean, licensing issues aside, it'd be amazing to see something like this show up. And even like GoldenEye. I mean, it's been over a decade. We need to have GoldenEye show up on like some system somewhere. Whether or not Xbox One or Nintendo Switch, we need our GoldenEye to come back. The real GoldenEye with the James Bond license. Pierce Brosnan and all. Pierce Brosnan actually was in that Eurovision movie that I just watched with Will Ferrell yesterday on Netflix, and he was a fun character to watch in that movie. I mean, great movie all around. Feels like I was watching like Blades of Glory again with Owen Wilson and Will Ferrell. Check this out. Oh, that enemy's a little bit close to me there. We got this. We should be near the end of the stage here. Should be a little boss battle coming up here. But, oh, I got taken out there. Jeez, I got a few lives left, though. Okay. We should be nearing the boss battle here. Now we'll see what the next stage is like, because if I recall from playing this on PC a while back, we're going to be on Cobra Island. I want to see what Cobra Island is like. Again, tremendous job on the Slower Skip games, and I look forward to anything else you guys and gals do in the future. You can do two-player mode activate in this game as well, as you can see from the top right. But let's get to this shmup stage here and do a little bit of the second stage. Then I'm going to try to contact the developers of these games, Jennifer, of course, Streets of Rage Russia, and so on, and the Mortal Kombat Chosen One, because I'd like to be able to have these run on the mini classics. So let's check out this next stage here. Oh, boss battle. Almost forgot the thing on the boss here. Let's see if we can take this boss out as quick as possible here. Come on, 3 lives left. We got this boss. Oh no, he's gonna come at me. I know it. I know how this works. Where's he at? And then he's probably gonna come from behind me. We don't need a back attack here. That's why we need our R-type orbital sphere so we can get him from behind. This boss should be down in no time here. There it is. There's his energy bar. Almost done. Oh yeah, we got this. Oh, 1 life gone. I think I'm gonna get him this time. I was trying to get him on the Gopher broke there. That would have been cool if I got him on that little cycle there. But we got him right there. Now what's gonna happen? We should be going to Cobra Island next. Cool stuff indeed. Stage 1 complete. Makes me want to go back and watch the Joseph Gordon-Levitt original G.I. Joe movie. I had fun watching it. It was a really fun movie back in the day. What's gonna happen here? I guess we're going to go to Cobra Island. 1,700 hours. And let's see how this plays here, because I knew I could do the double tap to run around. Oh yeah. We got our wolf, we got our sword, our double tap. Let's take out a few enemies here. Oh no! See, I'm not everyone sitting playing that, so I'm gonna take that out real fast. Ninja-like reflexes. And I really want to go back and watch some of the ninja movies that I used to love watching in the 80s and 90s. I mean, my friend used to take martial arts. Oh, look, we got the Dobermans from Resident Evil. But yes, like all the way back to Michael Dudikoff, American Ninja 1 and 2. I mean, love those movies. Ninja 3 Domination. So many great ninja movies back in the day. It was just a huge thing in the 80s and 90s to have ninja movies. Ninja 3 Domination was one of my particular favorites, though. And then, of course, Ninja Assassin, which came out like roughly 2009. That was a great, great movie. Felt like a more adult version of TMNT. And, like, I consider, like, my own personal take on it as, like, somebody trying to escape from the Foot Plan. Like, quit the Foot Plan. Should have called my wolf to take that guy out. Can I go in this building? Maybe not. But I'm going to call my wolf into action here. There we go. Take him out. Yeah! More Dobermans. Oh yeah, I love the fact that I can actually get off the enemy level by tapping up and down here. Now I'm going to definitely have to do this again with 2-player mode activated. Get used to this. As soon as I hone my ninja skills, I'll probably get to this game without even getting touched at all. Jump off the plane there. There we go. My ninja skills. Yeah. Call my wolf in. Yeah, come on, wolf, take him out. Take him out. Oh, jeez. You got him, yeah. Oh yeah, that is awesome. I love games where you have like a familiar you can send into attack. Like of course, Shadow Dancer is my favorite Mega Drive game of all. Watch out for the grenades there. I'm gonna let my wolf take them out again. Kind of like in Torchlight 2, where we had the Black Panther taking out enemies. That is so awesome. Look at that. That is cool as hell. Wolf for the win there. By the way, I did enjoy that recent Call of the Wild movie, even though it's not really like the book. The one with Harrison Ford. That is a cool movie, the way they did it. They really gave personality to that, the dog wolf in the movie. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. See, we have a little bit of a boss battle here for our final element in the stage. Oh, yeah, that is awesome. I got my sword as well. Me, Jennifer is my second player mode activator. That's what I like with OpenBOR Games. You can actually do a little bit of a crossover. Have characters from different games, like Battletoads characters, Double Dragon characters, Mortal Kombat characters, and Streets of Rage games. That is so awesome.